Hey everybody, this is Moltrap. This is game 5 of what has been so far an extremely exciting MST group. I'm so glad I decided to cast this group because it has been awesome games thus far. Absolutely pitched battles at every moment. So we got a little cheese, which was a little bit anticlimactic actually of the first two games. But we've had Mutalisks rushes, we've had lurker rushes, we've had two hatch hive, defiler masslings. We've had just absolutely crazy play, and it's too bad to see Jelizer go out of the game, although at least we have a PVZ here. ZVZ is a little bit well, ZVZ can be pretty exciting too actually, and actually between Jelizer and Zero would be very exciting, ZVZ. Anyway, but we do have a PVZ here. Brittany managing to pull out the win against Jelizer after losing to Zero in the first match. Whew, man, I'm worn out. I was gonna say possibly because of the blood I donated I mentioned that the other day, but I never really got a chance to finish explaining the experience of donating blood. But yeah, I actually felt pretty good. I was warned that I might feel you know, I can't do any strenuous activities for 72 hours, they said. And on the back of the card, it said, strenuous activities such as climbing a mountain, running a marathon, or flying an airplane. I was like, damn it! I was planning on flying my airplane this afternoon, but I guess not. But, no, I can't actually fly, unfortunately. Do not have a pilot's license or anything like that. So we got an interesting build here from Brittany. He's going for a gateway build instead of a forge expand. So very interesting. Perhaps he's afraid of a rush of some kind, although even with a rush you can hold it off with a forge fast expand. That's kind of the point of the forge fast expand, is if you scout you can hold things off pretty easily. But he's got a gateway down. I guess he's hoping to catch Zero off guard is what he's going for with his tech build here. It is the 3-player map, and it's a relatively large map, so it'll be hard for Zero to scout this very early. And he could get lucky and have the Overlord scout the wrong direction as well, and I think that's exactly what happened. It looks like the Overlord has gone for the 12 o'clock base instead, and his second Overlord is going for the bottom right base. So never mind, he's drone scouted drone scouted that mother. Oh, what's going to happen? Oh, he's gonna use a drone to block he was gonna try and do a gateway. That's what's going on. I forgot this was triathlon. Oh, and the second probe comes in there. He's not going to be able to block that expansion. I thought he was going to use the drone. You know, turnabout is fair play. Protoss are always using their probes to block Zergs from putting down a hatchery. I thought he was going to put down a... Oh, he's got a gas steal instead. I thought he was going to use the drone to block the Nexus from going down. But instead, he's used the drone to steal the Protoss's gas, which is awesome. It's going to slow down his tech a lot, actually, because he's not going to be able to get the gas up on that second Nexus for a while as well. But yeah, it's actually really safe. I don't know why I didn't think about it before. He can get a couple Zealots on the ramp. It's actually fairly common on maps like this where you have a ramp and you have a protected expansion behind that ramp for Protoss players to get a gateway and then put Zealots on their ramp and then get that fast expansion off that, and then they're able to tech faster as well without bothering to get the forge until a little bit later. So it's exactly what's going on here. He's stalling the gas, so it's going to be a while before he can get the gas down. So after that core gets up, it's going to be a bit before he can start getting his tech buildings up. So he's not actually going to be able to tech. This build was able to afford him to tech faster, but he's still not going to be able to tech faster. So go figure. Anyway, Zero on 2 bases. He takes out that. Sorry, Brittany takes out that gas, but he already had his gas up at his expansion, so it actually didn't even slow him down that much because he had that Nexus up pretty quick. But it did slow him down a little bit. And anyway, so Zero has his second base up. He's chasing this probe around. Is he going to let the probe get back in there? No, he's got a drone on the ramp. Stops the probe. No, doesn't stop the probe. He's going to get in there and see the lair off 2 bases. He's probably going to check for a 3rd base as well, although if he does, his probe will get trapped in that 3rd base. Although that won't be too tragic. Stargate going up now. No, he's not going to go down there and scout for the 3rd base. Okay. But Zero is probably going to be able to... Never mind. Zero's got his 3rd base up at the top right. He's hidden it at the top right. And right now, Brittany has no idea where it is because he is probably assuming that it's in that sort of bottom left base below Zero's main, if there is a third base. But instead it's in the top right, so it's kind of a hidden location, and it's in a very strategic location, I guess, for attacking from. Maybe in the long run against the main there, I'm not sure. It's a little bit vulnerable because of that as well. Well, not really, actually. It's still a long foot distance to get there from Brittany's base. It's only a short air distance, so that's kind of interesting there. Anyway, Robo Facility going up next to the ramp, so he is actually probably going to get some Reavers out, and that could be pretty bad. If he goes to for Seer Reaver build or something like that, then that top right base could be in danger. But what he's also done by taking that base is he's claimed that area, and so now if he can get his Sim City going and really effectively defend that base, then he's going to be in such a good position in the long run, because he will have secured 6 bases. If he can hold 2 chokes, he can secure 6 bases, because by securing that top right natural expansion, he's then also secured the main and also secured the extra base behind the main for that spawn point. So he's in really good shape if he can protect that. He needs to play like he did in his first game, though, and be very defensive and put down I think a couple extra Sun Colonies as soon as he suspects something's going to happen, and really play defensively and make sure that those bases don't get taken out, basically. Anyway, we might not see Reavers after all. I thought we would have seen something by now. We'll see. I haven't seen Robotics Support Bay. I may have missed it, though. But he's putting out a lot of Corsairs, so he could just go for normal Sair and then just random ground stuff. Since he has several Zealots, getting some cannons up as well. He's trying to get that third base down below the ramp, I believe, is probably what's going to try and secure. Maybe not, actually. Never mind. I thought he was trying to build pylons below there, but not. It doesn't look like he was after all. He's got speed on those Overlords, so that's good. So he's going to be able to protect his Overlords from these Corsairs roaming around. But, man, so Zero, basically, if Zero can hold things off for a little while, what is going on here? Is he scouting? Is he going to drop? I'm not sure what the Overlord is doing. Where is he going? He's, okay, he's just scouting. He's just scouting. He's running in. He sees the Robotic Support Bay. He sees the Reaver out, so he knows exactly what's going on here. But he does have some Hydralisks and some Overlords camped there. He may just be trying to pick off DTs that might run out. I'm not sure there. But significant force here. He's probably going to get a shuttle out pretty soon as well. Templar Archives. He spots the Templar Archives on the way out as well. So he sees exactly what's going on in this base. So yeah, Zero's not in too much danger right now. If Brittany pushed out, he might have a little bit of trouble, but he does have a significant squad of Hydras outside the base, so it might be okay too. But it looks like he's going to try and use that Reaver to hold off the front so he can plant down a third base. That's what he's going to do, and he's probably going to just mass off that third base is what I'm imagining. So he's giving Zero plenty of time to get his defenses up and get his drone count up. Look, oh my god, oh, delicious drones. He's got an entire large office of drones at both of his bases, all 3 of his bases, lots of drones. He's got good protection as well. He's got a few Hydras and some Overlords at each of the bases, so he's pretty well defended right now. So both players just pretty much content to try and hold their territory and build up their territorial defenses for later. And I think that's a smart move on both their parts, but it's going to benefit Zero, I think, more in the long run. He's really, really going crazy off these 3 bases, but again, like I said, it's going to be so easy for him to take extra bases in the future. So I really like this move. It's a really smart move of him to take that top right natural expansion. Anyway, we'll see how it works out though. But it is going to be hard. We do see him. He's got Corsairs. He's got a lot of Corsairs out right now. And he's got Reavers as well. So we could see him try and make some attacks, some aerial attacks. He could also just keep his Reavers with his Zealots and run around that way. This Corsair's just scouting to see if he has that 4th base yet. Sunken Colony in the main, I like that because Brittany does have a lot of air power. He does have a lot of air mobility, so it's really good of Zero to protect his main base as well instead of just depending on that choke point there. And so yeah, Brittany is definitely he's got that 3rd base going. He's got the choke defended. He's got some cannons here and there. He's gonna use his Reavers to attack those eggs, I guess. Try and kill off the eggs a little bit faster, just so he can make sure to have mobility between his bases there. I'm surprised we haven't seen Zero knocking out the eggs between the other bases, so he can take those a little bit easier. Well,